hair is coming back in, kinda, kinda. I don't know how long it's even been. It's been like maybe a month or not even, I feel like. Oh, by the way, I just got a Genius. Well, I just got like my Genius verified account or whatever. Um, it's pretty cool actually. I've been kind of like messing around explaining a lot of my lyrics. Like I didn't put up all my songs yet, but I put up all my official songs. My Ethan diss, my freestyle. Those are the only two I explained the full things of so far. I'll have to put all my songs up here once my EP drops, and then I have some other songs I gotta put up here and stuff. But yeah, I have the breaking news, 21st birthday freestyle, the Say You Gangsta I actually have on here, No Holiday, One Life, Taking the Spot, The Picture, Joe Got Jacked, and then Take Your Picture. Like I said, the only ones I completely broke down were the 21st birthday freestyle because I feel like that one kind of needed to, and then also a lot of people wanted me to break down the breaking news diss towards Ethan Anomaly, and that I went into a lot on here. Like every single line I broke down, every single line has a meaning to it. And then it has a link over there to the song as well, which you're on YouTube, so you can check it out. It's also on SoundCloud. I'm probably not gonna post on SoundCloud anymore though. I just did it because he did. But yeah, I explained everything here in the song. Why he lost, why this line was said, why people thought I didn't say anything, but I did. It's in the past now, but it's up there because a lot of people wanted me to put that out. Other than that, my 21st birthday freestyle, I go into that, like the whole rhyme scheme of that, how it's all in a, and how, what this means. Like, there's a part where I say, this is not a phase, man. It's my mama Phase Jam. Got a squad like Phase Clan. Most people know Phase Clan. They're a big squad, right? Get a lot of support and they're huge. So my squad gets a lot of support and it's huge, right? Whatever. Then also, this is not a phase, man. Like, this rap stuff isn't a phase. This is what I want to do. Also, this is my mama Phase Jam or whatever. My mom's name is Faye, so I'm saying this is her jam because when she likes a song, she says, this is my jam. So I'm just saying it's my mama Phase Jam. Got a squad like Phase Clan. Got green like an A's fan. A's fans, they usually wear like the green hats. The A's colors are green from California, Oakland. So I'm saying I get more green than an A's fan, green money, whatever. So I kind of break that down just in case. I know there's like probably a lot of younger people or just a lot of people that, kind of don't look for lyrical stuff. And that's personally what I do. So like I'm a lyricist and an artist, not just like a rapper. Like I really kind of dig into everything. Once I have a chance to, I'll explain like all my other songs. Some of them are self-explanatory, especially on this next album. Like it's kind of just more, like what you would expect a Valentine's EP to be. Like one of them's kind of more just like sex and party shit. One of them's more like, ooh, I want like this girl or whatever. And one of them's like, I have this girl. So if you're somebody who just likes to party and sex, you have a song. If you're somebody who really wants somebody and you don't have anybody, you have a song. If you're somebody who has somebody and you really like them, you have a song. If you're somebody who wants somebody back, even though you probably shouldn't, and they kind of fucked you up, but you still ought to love them, you have a song. And then finally, my favorite one, the last song on there, there's 5 songs and then an intro, it's 6 tracks. The last song, the 5th song, oh my god, it's so good. I feel like it's just really good. But that's where I practice like my mixing. Now, you'll see on this next album, like my past songs weren't that great. These next songs coming out, the mixing is pretty fucking good. Like people were like, did you have someone else do that? And I was like, no, I just did that in like, from a couple days ago having this mix on One Life to having now this mix, you know what I mean? Like it's in like a matter of 3 days difference, but I also only did it in 1 day. So really it's a 1 day difference. I could have, did it a couple days before, but yeah, so I grew a lot. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting to the point where it's like almost kind of sounding how I hear it in my head. Like I hear my stuff way better than it comes out, obviously. But that song is kind of more just like I don't want to say like a Juice WRLD, but it's kind of like a you fucked me up. Like the past one I said, it's kind of like you fucked me up, I want you back. This one's like you fucked me up, I don't even want you back anymore. I just want to fucking die, basically. Like just I don't want to be here. It's really emotional actually. But I think you guys will like it. I also have a bunch of other ideas, and I'm wearing gloves because it's cold as fuck down here. But I have a bunch of other ideas for like this other kind of series thing I'm gonna do. I have been making 4 songs a week. I have to get a couple more recorded. Actually, I have to get a couple more written even for next Tuesday. I'm not exactly caught up, but I definitely started to catch up a lot when I just really sat down. I knocked out like 4 songs in one day and then another 3 songs the next day. Completely, you know what I mean? But then again, this, like I said, this EP isn't very lyrical. There are like some lyrical stuff. Like there's one part in one of the songs where I say something like fuck, what do I say? It was something like Harvard, is an Ivy League school. Ivy League meaning it's really high. It's, one of the top. I don't know if it's like 5 or 6 schools or 10 schools or whatever. It's an Ivy League school. So I say, girls leave Harvard to seek and find me, itching to get in my league. It's Ivy, meaning my league is, like I only go for 9s or 10s or whatever the fuck, my league. Well, they're kind of like at a 6 or whatever. They're out of my league basically, or I'm out of their league. But they're itching to get in my league. Like it's Ivy, but Harvard's an Ivy League, and then there's Poison Ivy, which makes you itch. So they're itching to get in my league because they really want to, right? They're itching for it. They're so they're itching to get in my league. It's Ivy. That was one thing I said in a song, and it's something that I would put on Genius that most people probably won't even catch. But if you really think about it, you'd be like, oh, that's actually like a pretty cool line. Where there's a lot of my songs like that where you wouldn't catch it. Like even in Taking the Spot, I have a line where I said, take your spot if I get these streams, but also take your Spotify, right? Spotify and Spotify, it's a homonym, it's the same thing, and it makes sense. Take your Spotify, get these streams, or I'll take your Spotify because I'm gonna get these streams, you know what I mean? So there's just things like that I throw in there that a lot of people don't get, and I feel like if you go on Genius and then see a lot of my songs, you'll be like, oh, I get that now. So I'm gonna kind of start promoting that a little bit more, just because, like I said, I like to be more of a lyricist than just a plain basic rapper that rhymes Will with Jill, with Hill, with Mill, Skrill, whatever the fuck. I'd rather rhyme multiple things, or at least like in my freestyle I say, they say that, I stay facts and stay back, and then the next line, laid back, or way back in Trey Black Maybachs, they have 3 of the same rhyme in both of those lines, or something where I would say, like I said, like a homonym or a double entendre. Like in my Ethan diss, I say, to lyrically box with me is stupid. One hit, I'll leave your whole song sound toothless, meaning one hit, like in boxing, or one hit, like my one hit, my one song is gonna leave your song sound toothless, which is another way, like someone who sounds toothless sounds kind of stupid, right? So it's another way to say stupid without saying stupid. So that's what I mean. I have a lot of double entendres, a lot of wordplay, a lot of double meanings, which is a double entendre. Homonyms, assonance is the whole, my freestyle is all an assonance of a, right? They say that, I state facts and stay back, laid back in Trey Black Maybachs, got old friends from way back, and new ones like J Mac. That whole thing rhymes. Then there's alliteration, like when you say the multiple, if you say like the same word and it begins with the same letter, or not the same word, but a word begins with the same letter like at least 3 times in a row or something like that. So like Sandman Slaughter, go to sleep, get sliced open, cords in your throat, cut, careful, get caught choking, something like that. I haven't actually put that song out yet, but I make up lines all the fucking time, and that's just something I really want to show people, and I feel like it's gonna be really hard to gain a fan base like that these days unless they're older, or they just really are into like poetry and English, or are really, really, really into rap and like the culture itself, because most people these days don't give a fuck about that, which kind of sucks. But I feel like once I do get that fan base, I'll have a longevity that'll last, over 10 years, where most people that just rap simple won't last probably 3 years. So it's kind of harder to start and harder to do and produce, but it's definitely going to be better in the long run, and it's what I want to do, so I don't really care, So I think that's gonna be cool though, now that I have my Genius up. Just one more thing, I'm making little moves here, little moves there, little moves here. Got my website, got some merch. I gotta get it up to where now I can sell merch on my website, but I figured it doesn't really need to happen right now, since not many people even like watch this. And then even if there were like a couple people that would buy my merch, it'd be like people that I should just give it to for free, because they're so close to me right now. There are a couple people I have like in other states or countries that I know that would be cool, but I don't know if they watch this or not. Either way, though, eventually I will get set up. I will get more merch. I will, there's a lot of stuff I have planned for the future. I just need the time and I need the money, where right now I'm saving a lot of my money for marketing, for buying beats, and just my music in general, buying, if I need a new mic or something. Also, I'm saving a lot of my money for moving to LA, because it's going to be a lot out there. So for that, I'm trying to save, just that alone, I'm trying to save at least $1,000 a month, on top of paying all my bills. The only bill I don't pay right now is rent. I buy my own food when I'm going out. I buy my own groceries. Phone and car paid off, pay my own insurance, pay my own phone bill, literally everything. I have to pay my music every month to put a song up. I have to pay for my Spotify every month, listen to music. There's a lot of things I have to pay. And it's hard to kind of save money, especially now buying my own food. I hate buying food. I think it's the biggest waste of money, even though it's like something you need. It fucking sucks. But it is what it is. So yeah, but I'm really excited. I think when people start to kind of like flock over and be like, hey, who's this dude? They're gonna be like, oh, let me check this shit out on Genius and see that I'm like a lyricist, not just like some run-of-the-muck fucking dude. Like literally, when you guys hear this EP, go and look at my original song. I'm not gonna take it off my YouTube. I'm gonna keep it on there, the one with my stepbrother Y2J, the original Take Your Picture. Go look at that song and look at this song. That was a song that he tried to mix and master. Then I redid it. I have my Take Your Picture, which sounds way better. Still not great, but way better. And during those couple months in between, I couldn't even practice recording because I didn't have a studio. So I practiced learning on what I needed to make my studio, and then I built it. So, that's kind of what these videos are hopefully going to show, is more like an in-depth into my life. So that, I made my own studio. I learned how to record. I practiced for like 2-3 months. Got way better. Instead of just being like, take your picture, I got into like, so take, you know what I mean? Like, not great. I definitely need to still work on my emotion and everything, but I got the flow. Like, the flow to me was the easiest kind of thing. It's just knowing when to switch it and knowing how to stay on specific beats. But also, if you listen to how I flow, I don't follow the main beats. Sometimes I follow the background beats. So that's something people say, oh, you rap off beat, when really it's like, no, you just need to listen to the background beats. So I do things a lot differently than most people, but that's how I always been. I like to be a leader, not just a sheep fucking follower, I like to be like the shepherd, or at least like a fucking, whatever. But yeah, I really can't wait for people to start like really like listening, and I don't know if they will. I mean, the people now, but I know the people later will definitely be like, oh, hey, you guys are stupid, don't you understand? Because that's something like people like Eminem and mainly Eminem, really. He's the one who says it all the time. He's like, you're fucking stupid if you don't understand this. And I feel the same way. I'm like, really, like, how do people not get this? And they'll be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, you're unlyrical. And then I'll take their own lines and flip them on them, and then instead they just get mad. So I mean, whatever. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. I mean, other than that, I've just been chilling, doing my own thing. I haven't been able to jump rope every day, sadly, because it was like -50 the other day with wind chill. I think still now it's, I don't know if it's even positive now, but it's fucking cold. People's engines weren't even starting up the past 2 days. I'm glad I didn't have to go to work today or yesterday. I have some ideas actually on writing a bunch of songs, so this is gonna catch me up, because I'm gonna write like 22 or 23 songs or something like that, and it should be pretty easy. I'm not gonna say like how and why or anything, but I'm just gonna start dropping stuff, and you guys will kind of like see it once it comes out. But I've had this idea for a while. I'll kind of explain it more once I start dropping them. But it's gonna be great. Just know that, like, it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be something that's probably gonna last my entire career, and even after that. Like, it's gonna be something that's gonna be really, really dope. And I'm glad I had this idea so early on. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Like I said, I can't really explain what it is. Maybe like in 2 months or something. I have a song coming out next month, so yeah, the month after that I'll probably drop the first official one, and then I might have some unofficial ones. So I'll kind of start to like show them and everything, but it's gonna be really dope. Trust me, it's gonna be fucking dope. So I can't wait for that. Um, like I said, other than that, there's not much going on. I'm on Genius now. Great. I'm fucking happy as fuck. It actually wasn't like too hard or anything. Um, Once I start to get more views, like there's two like steps to verification. Like I'm verified, but I'm not like official verified because I need a little bit more views. But it's really not that much more. Like, so once I start, I think this EP, you know, since the mix is so much better, there's so much more emotion and it's just so clear, and you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a big step forward for me, and hopefully I'll start to gain like some fans, and they'll be like, hey, this shit's dope. And then once I put it out on Genius, they'll be like, okay, his song's got more views now, let's officially check him off, because I'm already verified on like Spotify and stuff like that. It'd be cool to be verified on Genius. YouTube obviously would be dope. Instagram would be dope, but I think that's pretty hard unless you have like a strict, you know, really like nice fan base. Because even like Sammy Ryan isn't verified, but I'm pretty sure Kevin Flum is. I think. Token I know is. He just put out a song with Tech9, bro. That shit's dope. Or I don't know if he just put out the song, but the video, that shit's dope. And then Twitter, it'd be cool to be verified on there, even though I don't use that much. It's like I like secretly post there, and then later on I figure in the future I can look back and be like, hey, I posted about that, you know, this long ago. So back when people weren't following me, I was still doing it for like myself, for in the future doing it for my future fans in a way, like just how it works out. So yeah, I'm still really excited to move. Really, I wish I would have fucking moved on my birthday, but at the same time, I guess it's better to wait. I don't have a glove on this hand, don't judge me. But yeah, I feel like that would have been awesome, because I didn't want to go through this winter, and it was like fine in December. It actually wasn't that bad. It would have been so great. Oh man, but whatever, we'll wait till May. And then I have another song not only planned for, you know, last month I had that song planned out. This month I have the EP. Next month I have another song coming out, which I made last month in like a couple minutes actually. It's a really kind of personal song though, in a way. And then my idea thing series kind of shit on the month after that. And then May, I'm not sure. June, if my guy wants to finish a song, he has a birthday in June, I'll put it out then. If not, then I guess I'll just put something on myself, and by then I'll already be moved, so I might just redo the songs that we were gonna work on anyway, unless he wants to fly out there, which I don't know if he will. And then July, I have a song planned for July, because it'll kind of make sense from when I'm moving. I don't know if I said this in another vlog or not, or whatever the fuck these are, but it's just like about kind of, I don't want to ruin it, but it's the second song I've ever written. I'm gonna kind of rewrite it later on. But it just goes so perfectly. It's kind of showing like how much I've grown, and from a song that I wrote last January that's now going to be coming true in, you know, pretty soon, is like pretty cool. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I guess that's really it. It's actually kind of getting kind of long, so I'm gonna end it right here, and I'm fucking, yeah, I'm out, bitch.